Hello, I'm Dr. George Everly. Welcome to CISM Perspectives. Topic today is crisis communications. It's been said that information is an antidote for anxiety, for feeling out of control. And this, I believe, is very, very true. What we want to avoid, however, is just the information dump, where we overwhelm people with information. It's really an art form, providing not too much, but just enough. And then, given that we have a certain time frame, the window of opportunity, so to speak, to communicate with people, our messages should be, rather than rambling, laser focused. So, my colleagues and I have done research on what makes crisis communication effective. And I'd like to share that with you today. So, our research revealed a rather powerful constellation of points that are easy to cover, rather formulaic, frankly. So, our research found that when bad things happen, first and foremost, people want information. So leaders must understand there is no such thing as an information vacuum. If the leader is not communicating, someone else is. It's usually the most distressed person with the fastest thumbs and the widest Twitter feed. And in that process, leadership has just lost leadership. Now you're playing catch up. So what can we do to avoid that, which can be rather catastrophic? So our research revealed further that there is somewhat of a formula. People want to know the following. First, they want to know what happened. Get out in front of this as much as you can and tell people what's happening. In some instances, in the case of storms and tornadoes and the like, we can actually say this in an anticipatory way. In other words, not what happened, but what is going to happen. This is what we believe. So that's the first step. People want to know either what's going to happen or what did happen. Second, what caused it? How did this happen? Explain it as best you can. It's okay to say this is our understanding at this point, subject to new information. And when we get that information, we'll get back to you. So, what happened? What caused it? Now, what are the effects going to be? That's really important. People want to say, look, that's all well and good. I want to know how this is going to impact me. In the Gulf oil spill, it was very interesting. People knew what happened. They pretty much understood what the cause was, and they saw it unfolding before their eyes in the Gulf with the oil spill. But they were asking more the question, what does this mean for my future? Is this going to destroy the ecosystem of the coast? So, what happened? What caused it? What are the effects now? And what are the effects going to be? The fourth, what are you doing about it? People want to know, okay, we've got a problem. What are you doing about it? Is this something I have to do for myself, or are you going to help? And they'll say that to governmental figures, they'll say that to family members, they'll say that to whomever will listen to their employers, etc. What are you doing about it? Because whatever you're not doing about it from an organizational standpoint or governmental authority standpoint, people are making their alternative plans. And I'll let you know, sometimes their plans and your plans don't always work well together. A fifth question, and it's only a 5-point formula. The researchers added, although statistically it wasn't at the same power as those 4 preceding issues, we added it because we felt anecdotally it was important. And that fifth question, the fifth point to be covered is, what are you going to do about it to keep it from happening in the future? So that's crisis communications, a 5-step evidence-based formula. Tell people what happened, what the cause was, what the effects are going to be now and perhaps realized in the future. What are you doing about it? And what are you going to do to keep this from happening in the future? Follow that formula. Our research suggests that if you leave any of those steps out, now again, this is to some degree situationally dependent, but if you leave any of these steps out, people will make up their own answers, and that's when you begin to lose leadership. Thank you for listening. I'm Dr. George Everett.